The Los Angeles Kings have 3 wins this season in 8 games. They are dead last in the Pacific. 6 points. The Edmonton Oilers leading that division with 14 already.
Wow.
Which is probably half of what they had all of last year.
Honestly, maybe.
No.
Okay, not quite. Not quite.
The LA Kings, 2 of 3 of their wins have come against the Calgary Flames.
Interesting.
And if you're the Calgary
that team is in
Flames,
trouble.
if you're the Calgary Flames, you're 4-4-1, so you're not bad. You can, a couple games you get back into it, right?
Yeah, I guess they're not really in trouble.
They're not. However, forget the fact that there's this rivalry with Chuck and Doughty. This is a basement-dwelling team.
Should be.
Well, the LA Kings are right now.
Yeah.
Objectively, are basement level Pacific Division team.
Yeah.
And were last year, and were the year before. Have done almost nothing to improve that team. It's shocking.
I think I know why they beat the Flames. Didn't I say that they had a legit shot at last place?
Why did they beat the Flames?
I think I did. Well,
Who, the
because
Flames?
I said they had a legit shot at last place.
Who did? Flames?
No, the Kings.
Okay.
Because you forgot, my jinx is a thing too, Adam.
Oh, yes. Oh, it applies to all members of the show.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. Jesse has a horseshoe. Up his ass.
Okay, fine.
Jesse's just
Yeah,
one
I've
of those
gotten pretty
people
lucky
who...
recently.
Yeah, there is a Dangle jinx, there's a wild jinx.
You're one of those people who's just lucky.
No.
You just succeed.
Maybe he's just good.
No.
He is really good.
I've gotten a little lucky recently, but I haven't been lucky over the long haul.
Jesse, how dare you?
Anyways, do you think that the Calgary games, the 2 games that they play, is the only games they tried? Because, I look at those games and how intense they are just because Doughty and Kachuk are going at it the whole time. It seems like those are the only 2 games they've tried this season.
Maybe the only kind of hockey the Kings know how to play is playoff. They just got to get there.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If they could play Calgary every game, they'd probably make it and make some
82-0.
noise. Yeah. I don't know, apparently.
Dude, Kovalchuk scored last night. I was like, oh, yeah.
Isn't it crazy that
He's a
that's
king.
that's like a joke now? Wow, even Kovalchuk scored.
I know. I feel like he would actually be a better weapon on a different team. He just makes too much money.
Yeah.
He's also old.
Yeah.
I think he looks a little slow.
He old.
The whole team.
And hard mile old.
But
Yeah.
too.
if you're Calgary,
Got to make a hard mile
you
shirt
are
at this
4-4-1
point.
right now. If you had beaten LA, you would be 6-2-1, and you would be second in the division behind Edmonton.
Edmonton, who...
If you won those 2 games
virtually
against the
undefeated.
basement-dwelling Los Angeles Kings. So to Chuck and Doughty aside, and Bill Peters, by the way, when he gets mad, Bill Peters gets red.
Yo, that guy's getting fired.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. He's going to win the Jack Adams.
I can't. This is the same thing that I said with the Leafs with the Senators early on in last year. The Leafs should have gone into town and rolled over the Senators, just blasted them to the moon.
You
and
lose
they didn't. They
one
lost.
in a season, I get it. The
2 in a
Sens
month.
won the season series.
Yeah, three of 4 and 2 in 1 month.
That was a joke.
And LA has beaten Calgary now twice in 1 month. Now those are moral victories. It's not going to do LA much good, but it is going to hurt Calgary. Now. I'm sure I'm going to get Flames fans saying, well, in November when they're second or third in the division, be like, hey, it's not hurting us now. I'm telling you, 4 or 5 points.
What do Flames fans sound like?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Points against bad teams matter.
Yeah.
I am shocked that the Calgary Flames cannot beat the LA Kings. That's weird to me.
They're also weirdly struggling on the road, 1-4, and as opposed to 3-0-1 at home.
The dome is loud. Saddle Dome's loud because it dips down. So
The concave
it is
roof.
quite
The camera angle's weird as well.
It's quite loud.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, is in Calgary?
It's time to blow it up.
I don't know if there's an issue.
Is
in
it
Calgary?
time for a rebuild?
Is
Full
it a
scale?
slow start? Is it a
Come down
long-term
6-0.
issue? I don't know. But Rittich has been pretty good.
Yeah. I wouldn't say, really the reason they're losing.
So what is it there? Because remember, a couple years ago, I think it was Berkey's last year with the Flames, they fell off the wagon going into the playoffs and didn't make it. And they said there were character issues in the room. Remember they said there was a bunch of character issues in the room.
Doug thought the players-only meeting was at a museum. We all know how that turned out.
Dougie Hamilton was the problem.
Yeah, and now look at the Hurricanes. They're shit.
What?
Wait.
What do we say about the Calgary Flames at this point? Now, again, it's early in the season. It's easy to overreact. But what do you see based on what you've seen so far?
I see a frustrated team. You know what I mean?
They don't seem to be having a lot of fun.
No. And there was, what was it? It was Detroit. There was Darren Helm got, I want to say, a fine for a slash. But before that, it was like this big elbow from Lindholm. They just seem very frustrated and not themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like how I was just saying Marner hasn't quite seemed himself. The Flames are an energetic, fun team. And when I was watching them, there was the first game against LA where they were down 3-0 and ended up coming back and forcing overtime. They should take, some solace in that. I was watching the first half of that game that night, and I was just like, these guys are boring. And they don't look like they care or give a shit. And it was a game on home ice. They were losing 3-0 to the Kings.
Tkachuk always does.
Yes.
Brady
he was
and
great.
him. They're both brothers are always in it. They're always in every game they're in.
Yeah. Yes, that is absolutely true. The Tkachuks are jerks.
But there are players on that team that do from time to time, I don't know if disappear or just look human, normal,
Well, okay.
ineffective.
The Stanley Cup Final, Boston, St. Louis. Boston's got Bergeron.
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis has Ryan O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Okay, the year before, Vegas was super weird.
But William
But-
Karlsson
sorry, I'm
had a
dying
40
right
goal
now.
season.
Yeah. Jonathan Marchessault, I think, as well.
Oh, yeah, crazy.
Washington had Backstrom, Kuznetsov playing the best hockey of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is Sean Monahan better than any of them?
He gets a lot of points, man.
No, he does, but like I don't know if that's the guy. And like,
That's man.
I'm not saying he's a bad player.
No, I know
not
you're
even close. He's
Sure.
a really
But I
good
think
player.
you have I still go whoa because I think there's going to be a lot of people go. Excuse me.
Well, it's not quite this level, but you know how like in the past we've looked at. Sorry, I'm dying.
It's okay.
In the past, we've looked at Ryan Johansson and gone, I'm sorry, is that the guy? Like, is that your number one guy? Which I guess he doesn't really have to be right now. I sort of wonder that a little bit with Monahan. I'm not putting the slow start on.
He had 82 points last year.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
He's got 6
But
this year and 9.
is he your number one guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't hate that argument.
Yeah. I know Matthews has never hit 82 points.
Because even if it's okay, Sean Monahan's your number one guy, that means everything's less from that point on. You know, it goes downhill from there. And if you're going down from Sean Monahan, what's the drop off?
Yeah.
Well, you got Gaudreau, obviously, but he's not a center.
Right.
I think they're just frustrated, and it'll take. I don't know. Do they have another game coming up that could be a big win for them?
Last season you
Yes,
brought in
Ducks. They're playing the Ducks next.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Where, in Calgary or Anaheim? That's
that
important.
I do not know.
That's
And
important.
Last
find
season you brought in a winger, James Neal, to be your first line winger. And
Oh my god! Or at least second.
And at least second, and that was a failed experiment. And then you swap that out with a guy who has 2 assists so far.
Oh, they're playing
No,
tonight.
he has 1 point. Milan Lucic, who has 1 point.
They're playing tonight in Anaheim. Sorry to interrupt.
Can I ask a real dumb question? Real dumb. I'm not proud of the question I'm about to ask. Does the Flames locker room look at the success James Neal is having and go,
And they
maybe
look at
this coach
themselves.
doesn't know what
They
he's talking about?
must. They must.
It doesn't seem like they have the best locker room culture.
Well, like as a coach, you got to at least convince your team that you know what you're doing. And how can you look just a couple hours down the province at James Neal has more goals than he did last season.
Right.
Now, it is October 20th.
And the guy you got in return currently has 1 assist.
and probably
And a
won't
fight.
get many.
And a fight. Yeah, and won't
Like
probably
based
won't.
on the last 2 seasons,
to
he's
that.
not.
He punched Nikita Zadorov. That was cool.
But I think you make a good point. Like it's how much of this do you lay at the feet of Bill Peters? And I would say Carolina before they replaced Bill Peters because he left. Same thing. Same thing. What
and look how
what
they're
a
doing.
marked improvement Carolina was last year over the year before.
And that's to
Marked
the credit
improvement.
of Brendan Moore. And the Flames won their division last year. But, like, you know
But
what I mean?
shouldn't they? With a defense core like
They
that?
should have.
Shouldn't they?
Yeah.
With Gaudreau and Monahan and, well, they had James Neal, Lindholm, and all. They have.
Well, it was tight at the top. Like, Sharks, Vegas, Flames.
But
And
the
they-
Flames should be in the top 3. Am I
they
agreed on
should-
that?
They should have handled Colorado no problem.
Yes. So forget that series for a second, though. Because again, the playoffs, I feel like anything can happen. 82-game season,
sure.
things usually fall where they should.
Sure.
Usually. I am wondering with Bill Peters if whatever his flaws are, and I have to watch more Flames games to really recognize that, but if those flaws are enough that it's going to hold the team back from success, because you can see very talented teams lose head coaches when they feel like they're being held back.
Yeah, Adam, what's the Jack Adams?
It's the, whoa, we didn't know you were good.
Yeah. Okay, what's the award for the opposite? It's you're fired.
Yeah.
The award for bad team, the award for good team we expected to be bad is the Jack Adams. The award for
bad team
we expect to be good is you're fired.
The Adam Jack.
The Adam Jack.
The Adam Jack.
My favorite cereal.
Just the Jack.
Just the Jack. You get Jack.
Oh, you.
Hit the road, Jack.
Get out of here. And
We all ruined a joke at the same time. High five.
Hey.
Yeah. Now you're both sick.
High five over there.